Hey everybody, welcome to another stale video. I know I haven't done one of these in a long time, but this is a really interesting one that I've come up with this time. This one is pretty out there, but I still think it's a really good theory, so I'm gonna just go ahead and get right into it.
Welcome to Malevento.
In Overwatch, the Malevento map was released a little while ago, right? But I haven't actually gotten to investigate the map fully yet. And I like to go through all the little details like the map announcements, the trailers, looking around in the maps to see if I can find anything interesting. So I'm watching the trailer, and I think, okay, there's some blueprints, some telescope, and the Talon Base. Wait, what's that folder in the corner? I really couldn't tell what it was, so I went to the game and it wasn't there, and I was like, oh, it must be because I'm on low graphics. So I switched over to high graphics, and it wasn't there either. All the dossiers like this in the game are of one specific kind. It's one of Anna and her Shrike skin. So this file had to be custom made to this map. So why remove it? Well, first off, the first thing to do is to inspect the picture. So at first, I thought it was a picture of that evil Omnic guy from the Uprising event that we still don't know about yet, the one that Doomfist talks to. But on closer inspection, it was actually the payload on Route 66. And you might think, well, that's a bit odd, until you remember that Malevento is in Italy, and Route 66 is in the United States. So why would a stakeout have files on a place that they weren't guarding? In the McCree short, we find that Echo is actually inside the payload on Route 66. And first off, we can all agree that this is the worst way of transporting something of Echo's caliber, right? Via train. In this day and age, this would have been the least effective way to move something so valuable, but I digress. So some people blow up the bridge, and the train crashes, and Echo's containment pod is nearly stolen. And two things come to mind. The Deadlock Gang is trying to steal Echo. Why? What could a group like that hope to gain by stealing Echo? Ransom money? And two, these blueprints, they look very similar to the ones in the Talon hideout in Malevento, don't they? Could this be reason that Talon commissioned the Deadlock Gang to steal Echo for them? Well, right now, it doesn't really seem like those two maps have anything to do with each other, but we'll tack it onto the board and get back to it in a minute. Malevento is known for three things: a peaceful Italian hilltop town with a cursed past, a base for Talon, and a place memorializing Caterina Pastor, a Renaissance painter with a tragic past. Let's go ahead and get back to the Talon side of things. Malevento is described as a Talon base. And I don't know about you, but one steakhouse room does not a Talon base make. So I went throughout the entire rest of the map trying to find anything Talon related, and the only other spot on the map with Talon equipment is this little spot right here. And my first reaction was, what's this plate doing on the ground? It's got a light fixture, a rope. It must be a secret tunnel.
Secret tunnel! Secret tunnel!
And so it goes on from there. This could be one of several things, like a catacombs or an underground street for Talon to use as transport, or even acting as the curse of Malevento. They could cause terrible accidents in town disguised as the curse. Or maybe it might be a room for Talon members, such as on the map on Rialto. This could be the Talon base. There is another thing that it could be, but I'm going to go off on another tangent real quick. In the world of Overwatch, there's a lot of archaeological dig sites. Some of mention are Ilios Ruins, Petra, and Ayutthaya. Remember Ayutthaya? Yeah, that one time that you played the 4v4 deathmatch in the arcade? Just happened to give you Ayutthaya? Yeah. But Talon, surprisingly, is actually involved in a lot of these sites. We know that they're in Ilios, from this voice line from Athena.
Over the past week, Talon activity has been detected in the area. It is my belief that they are attempting to steal the newly unearthed artifacts from the temple ruins atop Ilios.
And we know that the same person or group is funding the dig sites in Petra and Ayutthaya because of this note on Petra. Now, this could be Talon, or it could be a third party and Talon's controlling them or planning to steal from them. But in any case, Talon is involved. In Malevento, there's also some reconstructing going on. And if Talon is involved, I'd take a guess that the cathedral is just a front, using it more for the excavation underneath for an archaeological find. Now, let's take the Caterina Pastor statue. On the plate, it said that she lived between 1490 and 1515. That's a pretty short life of about 25 years. The official description of the map states that she's a Renaissance painter with a tragic past. There's really only a few ways to get memorialized like this. The best I could think of was someone who's a genius or someone who's on the verge of doing something great. My guess is that her body, or maybe even her artwork or things that she worked on, are buried underground, and Talon is trying to recover it. A further guess would be the blueprints in the steakhouse of the car. They could use that to smuggle the payload out of the country in one of the cars around the map. Alright, now here's where we get into crazy territory. What does Talon want with Echo? She has a conscious mind. She won't work with Talon willingly. And I suppose Sombra could hack into her, but what could Echo do that's so important that their team already can't do? Echo can duplicate. There is a theme with the statues going around, mostly in Chateau Gilliard and Rialto specifically, and I'm guessing that these are of people of great importance. If Talon is going around the entire world getting pieces of important people throughout history, maybe they're trying to get Echo to duplicate them, so that they can use people of the past to do their whole take over the world thing. You could dupe military leaders, inventors, scientists. Echo could take their personalities and their mannerisms. And we know that she can, because when Echo dupes
Adaptive
Sigma,
circuits engaged.
we can also hear the voices. This could be why Echo is so integral to the story of Overwatch. She could be the lead to having the greatest minds of the world, past and present, to take over the world. But of course, this is all coming from a small piece of paper that was removed from the game, so who knows? Thank you everybody for watching. Sorry that it was so short and quick and all over the place, but I just can't seem to write a good script these days. This is a lot of food for thought, and it's probably wrong, but you know what? I thought it was a good idea to put out there, so let me know what you guys think about it down below, and I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.